You won't believe what happens next. Just as he excitedly shares the secrets of the RV bookshelf, a loud roar echoes, and they turn just in time to see the entire mountain start rocking. After sleeping for hundreds of thousands of years, Yellowstone decided it was time to throw a tantrum. The man just prayed silently, "Why didn't he say something sooner?" He could only rush his daughter away, but just as they took a few steps, the volcano erupted like uncontrolled fireworks. Harder than two nuclear bombs. The whole forest was knocked back like it just checked into a spa, and then it started raining volcanic rocks everywhere. Fortunately, he drove skillfully, dodging crises, but as they neared the plane, an earthquake struck, turning the runway into a mini ski slope. Seeing trouble ahead, the man floored it, soaring over the crack, and once he handed his daughter to his ex-wife, she started playing with the map like it was a card game. Lady Luck found the map in a flash as if pouring a drink, but as she turned back, the runway collapsed, sending her and the RV plunging into the molten lava. Desperate, the man thought, "This is bad." He rushed the mother and daughter away, when a hand emerged from the crack, him alive. It was him. She successfully grabbed the ground and dashed towards the plane, eventually catching her ex-wife's hand at the last moment on boarding, but the crisis was far from over. Still amid the flames, volcanic rocks fell like love's rain, the plane vanished in smoke, then she burst out like a superhero. The man checked the map and realized they had to make a daring leap into China, but needed a bigger plane, while the world map looked like a jigsaw puzzle gone wrong. The usable airports were dwindling like discount stores, but luckily the man's boss was around, and the little girl quickly recommended her glasses superhero. To ensure his family could board, the man quickly chimed in, "She drives incredibly well." Thus, they all set off together, and this plane looked truly supersized. This plane was meant to transport new recruits, but as the two pilots entered the control room, the glasses guy looked as if he had seen aliens. At this moment, the thick smoke roared like a battlefield, as if a tide of troops was surging, and no one could escape. Worse, the runway was in ruins from the earlier earthquake, and the little remaining piece was clearly not enough for the plane to take off. Sure enough, the next second, the plane plummeted. The pilot said to the bespectacled man, "Your turn." How absurd. He nearly grazed the buildings on either side, but thankfully the other pilot quickly fixed the power issue, returning to the main control. What a flying escape. Then the plane nearly crashed. They yanked the stick, climbed desperately, and took off. But the joy didn't last long before a tower loomed ahead, their iPhone signal tower. The plane brushed past it, thankfully fine, opening a route to China, while the U.S. faced imminent collapse. The president stayed to tell the truth, though unable to board. The public deserved to know, so he gave the ticket to the young scientists. Because they were the future of humanity, he then announced the apocalypse on live TV, and eventually he and the White House became part of history. Meanwhile, the group was on the move. The man asked his boss the fare. Upon hearing 10 billion euros, he was stunned. "Isn't that too expensive?" Such outrageous prices even regular folks can't afford, let alone millionaires. Only billionaires could. As they prepared to fuel up in Hawaii, they were shocked to discover that it had become a flaming inferno. The little gas left would only take them to the South China Sea. A world tour would halt midway, let alone reaching China. As they neared arrival, they were stunned. The ocean became land. Who'd believe it? Due to the ongoing earthquakes, the tectonic plate shifted an incredible 2,500 kilometers. It felt like a science fiction movie. With no plane left, they had to make an emergency landing, praying that the snow would cushion the impact as everyone hurriedly donned life jackets. The cabin doors opened, and they had to speed away the moment the plane touched down, aiming to be as fast as lightning. The pilot had the glasses guy get in the car while he energetically stayed to ensure flight safety. The car roared to life as the man stepped on the gas, using the powerful suspension system, and they landed smoothly. It was truly a mystical blend of racing and flying. The pilot on board suffered, though he stopped the plane. The ice, soft as tofu, caused him to fall. Seeing this, all felt heartbroken as he sacrificed himself to save others. Then, helicopters roared in, like calling Nosark's leaders. The glasses guy quickly shouted to halt them, but to board the plane you needed a ticket, and here only his boss and his two sons had one. His girlfriend never expected. They didn't prepare a ticket. He could only apologize. "Can't help it, tickets are just too expensive," and the rest had to walk. But luckily, they had great fortune. A car happened to pass by. The man immediately ran up to ask for help, and the elderly driver spotted them. The old man stopped his grandson, successfully hitching a ride. Another grandson worked on the ark. Despite no tickets, he knew a secret way. He initially refused foreigners, but his clever ex-wife pleaded. After all, as a mother, she knew the old man would understand, and eventually he reluctantly agreed. Meanwhile, Eli had yet to board, as others with tickets were ahead of him and he had to wait in line. At that moment, a colossal tsunami had just finished plundering the Himalayas, now heading straight for the ark. In just half an hour, it would collide, and time was tight. They couldn't get so many aboard, so the crew had to close the hatch, as only then could the Ark set sail. Eli realized he might be left behind and rushed towards the security post. Others followed suit, surging like a tide. But they were still a step too late. The hatch had closed, and those who were pushed fell down, while others surged forward as they lost their balance. Meanwhile, the man successfully boarded the Ark via the secret passage with the Tibetan guy leading the way. When Uly's girlfriend saw him, she remembered to give him a thumbs up as a greeting. This young scientist could no longer sit still. He felt they should open the hatch immediately, for facing a common disaster. We are all part of the human community. Soon, world leaders agreed, and the hatch opened, but the shortcut takers suffered, caught right in the engine's belly. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content waiting for you.